guys, today we have the Novus PDS-1. This optic is kind of like a clone Russian IP-87. It looks the same way, it even has Russian print all over it. So it's a perfect match if you have an AK rifle that you're trying to keep looking like an AK and not like you're trying to retrofit an AK like your AR-15. So it's great for you guys that want to have that purist build. But first, our sponsor for this video is Kir Ammo. It's a family-owned and operated ammo shop over in Texas, so you can support a family-owned business and not like a big box store, but it still has great prices. Same-day shipping as long as you place your order before 2 p.m. and free shipping. If your order's over $199, you're gonna get exceptional customer service. You will skip out on the government theft. You know, the thing they call sales tax, as long as you're not in Texas. They are purveyors of hard-to-find ammo. So if you have a pet caliber or brand that not everybody carries, go check out Kir Ammo. They probably do have it. They're going to provide ammunition for you freedom-loving Americans. And now it's time to have our own freedom. But remember, Kir Ammo, K-I-R ammo.com. Now let's shut up and shoot. Whoa, yes. Fun, fun. All right, it's hard not to just take 1 or 2 shots. Got to keep shooting. This Novus PDS-1, it's going to be a great matchup for your AK. So if you're looking for something besides just dropping a hollow sun or worse yet on it, it's got that look that you're looking for. I think it looks cool, but as for optic quality and all, it's got a real clear lens. And it's not really a red dot because you have that 65 MOA donut of death. You've got your point of impact for whatever your zero is, probably 100 yards for most of us, even though I guess we should do meters if we're doing AK builds. But then it has 2 other dots. One's about 10 MOA and one's 14 MOA down there. I've always said for ballistic drop compensators on optics, you need to go ahead and just true it to your rifle because different barrels will have different velocities and different loads as well. So when anyone says, oh yeah, this is your 100 yard, 300 yard, 500 yard dot, you probably need to check it anyway. I ran the calculations on mine and it's going to be, I think, around 245 yards and then 325 yards for the third dot. Either way, extra ballistic dots are great just for holdovers. They say it has the same optical performance as the original Russian IP-87 clone, but improved electronics on the inside. It is night vision compatible, so you have 4 night vision settings, and then you have 5 day adjustment settings, and the adjustment is right here on the right with the dial. At first I was like, man, I always like it on the left so I don't have to change my firing hand. But at the range, it's like, I do like it on the right. It feels good. You got good, nice, solid clicks that it's not too hard to move, and you can even hear the clicks. Maybe you can hear it on my mic when we're adjusting it. But man, the super bright day dot is just insanely bright. It's like, am I going to be looking at the sun? Like if you're indoors and your eyes are already adjusted to a dark house and you go all the way up, it feels like it's blinding you. So there's a lot there. You have an extra long battery life and it takes just a AA battery. I think the published battery life is like, if we're on setting 5, the daytime setting, we're gonna get 7,600 hours, which that doesn't sound as much as like a 50,000 hour aim point, but you don't need it when you have a shake awake function, which is, well, they call it a sleep function, which I'm really glad it had because I'm so used to that, I don't turn anything off. I mounted it on the gun the other day. 2 days later, I go in, I was like, oh yeah, I left it on, but it doesn't matter because it wakes right up and it's ready to go. You have a windage adjustment on the side and an elevation adjustment on the front. And staying true to the Russian clone roots, it is in Russian, and I don't know what this crooked N and then the jagged N stand for.
But I don't speak Russian!
So when I was zeroing it, I just watched what it did. I put it on a bench rest and I cranked it with my screwdriver and I was like, oh, okay, that's the way it needs to go. You might want to keep that owner's manual handy though, if that's not how you do it. The only complaints I have is if I'm way too high in my line of sight, it's like there's a very top slither of glass that the red dot won't show up, but everywhere else, the red dot's nice and there. So let's just shoot it and see if we can go all the way out to 300. All right, here's 100 yards. I'm just gonna put the dot dead center. Well, that got boring quick. All right, 125. All right, there's that buffalo at 160. Good blinks. All right, so the next one is a 175. It's a falling LaRue target. That was left edge. There, I was aiming on its left edge that time. He dropped that down. All right, so we're gonna try, I'm gonna put my second dot around the belly of that 270. Well, that was easy enough. Let's see if we can just lay into him. I guess I'll use the rest of my pretty ammo. That thing's just blinking right away. All right, so I do like the ballistic compensating dots. So we're almost at 300. I could put the dot, the 100, the one I had for my 0, you know, a foot over the head, or I just put that second dot right at the belly and it was hitting just fine. So that's always a nice thing. Instead of just a dot, we have something real useful. And then of course it's going to be quick with that 65 EOTech style ring when we need it to be. So if you are looking for a cool optic for your AK, you might want to check out this Novus PDS-1. I really do like it. It's gonna live on this AK because it's just a perfect match. So if you're looking for that perfect match, we've got the Amazon link down below. If you are on YouTube, we can do that. On Facebook, make sure you hit up my link tree. Get on the email notification list over at topshotdustin.com. Thanks for watching today, guys. Okay, love you, bye-bye.